Hi Pisces, this is Chronic Joy Tarot, and we are going to do your April general reading for Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising. And these cards have been shuffled and cleared off camera. So we're going to, I think I'm going to do the tree spread for you guys. It's April, the, essence of spring is with us. We have many things to, there's a lot of energy coming through that, we need to begin to take action again. Get going, right? I love it. I have the oracle card that I'm pulled for this reading is coming from a beautiful new deck I got based on the poetry of Rumi. And the card that I pulled for you in particular, Pisces, is this card called One. Now, the artwork is just gorgeous in this deck. This talks about how, like the molten golden, see the gold pouring from the space unknown. It's considered the gold pouring from the divine into the most unique mold there is, and that would be you, right? Every one of us has our own uniqueness. But this also talks about dualities. The little poem that it's the excerpt of the poem by Rumi is, it goes something like, I have abolished duality from myself. I have seen the two worlds as one. So this is talking about acknowledging that there really is no aspect of your life that is separate from your spiritual journey. And there is no aspect of you that is not of divine origin. So it's all one. It all flows into one concept, one state of knowing, one state of being. This also talks about that if you have conflict within yourself about maybe you're being pulled in more than one direction, or it's creating confusion, you've got decisions to make, maybe you're struggling with a conflict between the past and the present, or what has been and what needs to be in your heart, passion and duty, creativity and rationality, a role you play and how you really identify with yourself. There's several spiritual conflicts that we always go through in life, and this card is bringing you the guidance that everything is happening exactly as it should, and to trust in that divine source, which is what you've come from, is this, the beautiful source of divinity, and that's what creates your unique self. So in the spread, I'm going to do the tree spread here, my little, my new spread, my made-up spread. And we're going to discover how we're going to talk about where we are now in relation to this sense of should I, shouldn't I, the sense of duality or some kind of a conflict within, and how to address it and process it and go, raise your vibration to that next level of being, that next level of awareness about it. Okay, so Pisces, here we go. Yes, look at that. When it comes to needing to make a decision, first of all, you're guided to remain in patience. Remain in your patience. I didn't say impatient. Know that, just like this figure is, knowing that when the time is right, she will give birth, realizing that this cycle of the moon from, crescent to full to new, it just is, we don't try to rush that, right? We don't try to rush what is and the natural flow of life. And so this is guiding you to remind yourself to trust in the process. And even if there is, decisions to be made, sometimes our misconception is that it is either one or the other only, right? One or the other. And this is kind of guiding you to know that why does it have to be, why can't it be both? You know, if there's some way to merge the two. So say there is a need for, you know, in your work to make sure you're doing what you love, right? Well, you know, as opposed to your duty and you know, your, you know, maybe the logistics of your work isn't as enjoyable as you would like it to be. But it doesn't mean you give up those things you're passionate about, right? You merge them and you find a way to integrate both into your life. So this is asking for your patience with yourself and with the universe, with the flow of life, the natural flow of things, because it will all come together and it will all show itself soon to be exactly the path that you needed to take, right? Internally, you're supported by this sense of, you know what? Yeah, I've gotten a lot done. This laziness card is, it's read a couple ways, and in this particular case, I'm getting that, you know, you're good. Like within, yeah, I might have decisions to make. I might have to merge, you know, say my outer and inner worlds. I might have that work to do for my soul. There might be some seeming polarity in my life, but I know I'm okay if I just let life naturally flow along and create the experience that I'm meant to have. And then within you, you're really supported by that idea because you get that so far you've gotten a lot of that learning done. You're in a really great place as far as having achieved these concepts. And now it's time to just you just put them into practice by allowing life to happen for you. Okay? On the external, and the external position here is this participation card. So this is asking that you not, okay, so there's a balance, right? Between sort of resting on your laurels and knowing, you know, all is well, but also to take some action when the time allows, when the opportunity presents, right? To take action. So maybe this conflict, this original conflict for you, for some of you, is literally a conflict with another, right? You feel one way about a subject and the person in your life feels another way, and trying to merge the two and find a balance. And so it's going to take, you know, first of all, some patience and knowing that it will work itself out. But it's going to take some interaction, some exchange, some real effort, not to change anybody's mind or not to make yourself change your mind, but to find that medium, find that blending spot where the seeming opposites actually connect together. Okay? This could be happening within you in your spirit, which is a conflict you're trying to resolve. The way your life goes about, like I said, you know, you're at your work, maybe there's a conflict in your mind between passion and duty. This could be a literal conflict with another. But in order to merge and find that common space, that place of oneness, it takes time. It takes patience. It takes seeing the signals life brings, and then when the time is right, step up, right? Step up and make some shifts, make the changes. Okay, the way to your elevated outlook on this, so this is, we're going to find our way to a new space, a new understanding. I love it because this is for sure asking you not to compromise, not to be so rigid, but to be your full self unapologetically, and recognize that life isn't only one way or another. It isn't only my way or your way. It isn't only, you know, within or without. It's both. It's all of it. It's encompassing. It's not just passion or duty. It's both, right? But the common the common factor in all of these opposites that seem to present themselves is you. And if you are your fullest, truest self and show up as such, that sort of speeds up the process. That brings the universe into gear and kind of saying, hey, you're getting it. You're living your authentic truth, and here's your resolutions. Here's your gifts. Here's a path to try. Here's a suggestion. Try this or whatever. You'll start to see the signs that come right to you. Just trust it. Okay. Then when you're continuing this work and merging your dualities into one, you're getting more and more that you are the source of how your life goes. You are creating your path. You are, life is what you make of it. And I know as humans, we tend to point to outside influences as to, if it weren't for them, my life would be different, or if it weren't for this happening, it would be different. Well, if it, some of these things, the challenges that come about, or things that take us off our path for a minute and put us in a new direction, those are all for you. They're happening for you, not to you. And getting that and understanding that, I brought myself, I created this set of circumstances so that either I can learn and grow from it, and I can become, even more trusting in the universe and the way life goes, or, I created this set of circumstances because I was deliberately focused on getting to this point, and becoming a deliberate creator is kind of your goal here, to know, stuff's going to happen. Shit's going to come my way. Some of it I can just fling aside. Some of it I might have to sit with for a minute. It might be extra trauma or extra challenges that I need to be with and move through, not stay stuck in, but move through in order to come out bigger, brighter, bolder, and more of my true, authentic self. I love this. This is beautiful. Internally, your internal energy is supported by this card existence. It's supported by the knowledge that, you obviously we're tiny, tiny specks in this universe, right? We feel so much, and so, life circumstances that happen to us seem so profound and big, but really there's so much more working in our favor in this universe, right? Because we are just, such a important yet really, really small part of the machine, or the actual forces that are actually moving life through, moving life about. And to know and realize that within, that wherever you are, you belong there. That is, home is wherever you are. So if circumstances take you off your center, or, throw challenges in your way, or you find that you have these strong dualities of real big, tough decisions to make because you feel like you need to make one or the other, then just know that where I am, this is my home. Like whatever situation you're in, it's there for you to learn, and you're always supported by the divine, always. And once you get through some of these seeming conflicts, you start to realize that. You start to realize that the bigger space that surrounds you is really, it's so vast, first of all, that it's kind of hard to comprehend, but it's always there, support in concert with your own experience, with your own, the life that you're creating. It's always there to support you. Okay? The one, external card here, the actual way you can apply some of these lessons to your life, once you begin to really hold on to these concepts, is this clinging to the past card. So it's really going to call for you to release past concepts, past ways that you've seen things, you know, such as the duality. One, it's got to be one or the other when it's not true. It all really is just one. This card is called one, right? And that is what we all are. What your, you know, your past and present, it is still just one of, you know, it's your foundational experience, and it belongs there. It belongs as it played out. It needed to be. The thing is when we get in trouble is when we get stuck in past experiences or stuck in the way things used to be, and long for it, right? It's beautiful to recognize experiences from your past and to integrate them into your present, but staying stuck there, that impedes your progress. That impedes that soul growth that you're looking for. But Pisces, you're in a great place to, wow, really just take in all the energy that's waiting there to really move you forward and help you rise higher in life. Elevate your thought, elevate your way of being. And you're doing it. You can do this, right? Just know that it is, you know, that one universal flow is always there supporting you. It always is. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this April reading, and thank you all again for being here. Check me out on Instagram, Living Chronic Joy, and I'm still doing a few videos on there, little short ones. And for now, I think that's it. Okay, love you guys. Talk to you later.